The magic of Christmas is timeless, and there's no better way to evoke that wonder than by drawing inspiration from the Victorian era. Today on Ozil House, we invite you to explore the grandeur and elegance of 19th-century holiday traditions to transform your home this Christmas. From elaborate decor to heartfelt celebrations, Victorian styling offers a unique charm that can make your festivities unforgettable. Be sure to subscribe to Ozil House for more inspiring ideas, like this video if you enjoy it, and leave us a comment about your favorite Victorian-inspired Christmas touch. Let's step back in time and bring this historic warmth into your modern holiday home. Rediscovering the beauty of Victorian Christmas decor. Victorian Christmas decor was all about opulence, warmth, and intricate details. Picture rooms adorned with rich garlands, grand Christmas trees, and ornate ornaments. This was the period when decorating Christmas trees truly became a widespread tradition, thanks to Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. Their famous illustration in the Illustrated London News showcased a tree decorated with candles, handcrafted trinkets, and sweet treats. You can recreate this by using real greenery for garlands and wreaths, handmade ornaments like paper angels and stars, and adding touches of velvet ribbon. Embrace a color palette of deep reds, forest greens, and gold for that unmistakably Victorian vibe. The art of Christmas tree decoration. The Christmas tree was the centerpiece of any Victorian home during the holidays. Trees in the 19th century were adorned with natural and handmade decorations, embodying creativity and charm. Instead of shiny plastics, think dried oranges, cloves, nuts, and candies tied with satin ribbons. Candle holders with real candles provided soft, magical lighting, creating a cozy glow. To achieve a similar look safely, replace traditional candles with LED alternatives that offer the same ambience. Use delicate lace, tinsel, and handcrafted paper garlands for added authenticity. Small glass baubles, often painted by hand, complete the Victorian tree. A tree topper like an angel or a star adds that final, heavenly touch. Creating a Victorian-inspired holiday table setting. Dining tables during the Victorian era were extravagant showcases of festive charm and elegance. A beautifully laid table featured fine china, crystal glassware, and polished silver cutlery. To recreate this look, layer your table with a lace or embroidered tablecloth, topped with candle holders for a soft, golden glow. Add evergreen centerpieces interspersed with berries and pinecones for a natural, rustic touch. Rich red napkins folded elegantly and tied with gold ribbon are the perfect finishing detail. Serve classic Victorian dishes such as roast goose, plum pudding, and fruitcake for an authentic dining experience that celebrates tradition and festivity. Warming your home with Victorian candlelight. Candlelight was essential in creating the warm and inviting atmosphere of a Victorian Christmas. In the 19th century, rooms were softly illuminated by candles placed in ornate holders, sconces, and lanterns. To achieve this look in your modern home, choose brass or silver candle holders and candelabras, which offer a luxurious, vintage touch. If you want to keep things safe and simple, opt for LED candles that flicker like real flames. Position your candles on mantels, tables, and windowsills to create a soft glow that evokes the quiet magic of a Victorian Christmas evening. Pair this gentle lighting with garlands of greenery for a perfectly balanced charm. Traditional Victorian wreaths and garlands. Wreaths and garlands played a central role in Victorian Christmas decor, often crafted from real greenery for a natural and elegant touch. Holly, ivy, and fir branches were the most common materials, symbolizing life and resilience during the winter season. To recreate this, fashion your own wreath using fresh or artificial greenery, and embellish it with red berries, pinecones, dried fruits, and silk ribbons. Drape garlands over doorways, mantels, and banisters, allowing them to cascade naturally for a lush, layered effect. Victorian homes were known for their love of abundance, so don't shy away from creating full, voluminous displays that celebrate nature's beauty. The sentimental charm of handmade ornaments. Victorians valued handmade touches, and their Christmas ornaments reflected this love for craftsmanship and creativity. Families spent time together crafting decorations from paper, lace, fabric, and natural materials. Handmade angels, stars, and garlands were often created using simple supplies and heartfelt care. To incorporate this tradition into your home, organize a family crafting day to make Victorian-inspired ornaments. Create paper chains, salt dough ornaments, or dried fruit garlands. These handmade details add a layer of sentimental charm to your decor, bringing warmth and personality to your Christmas celebrations while honoring Victorian values of togetherness and creativity. The importance of Christmas cards. Did you know the first Christmas card was created during the Victorian era? In 1843, Sir Henry Cole introduced the concept of sending cards as a way to connect with loved ones during the holidays. Victorian Christmas cards were beautifully illustrated, often depicting cozy winter scenes, angels, or festive greenery. Revive this thoughtful tradition by creating or sending personalized Christmas cards to family and friends. Opt for vintage designs that echo the delicate illustrations of the 19th century. Add handwritten notes for a heartfelt touch, ensuring your loved ones feel the joy and love of the season, just as the Victorians did. Gifting the Victorian Way. In the Victorian era, Christmas gifts were thoughtful, meaningful, and often handmade. Instead of expensive presents, families exchanged handcrafted toys, baked goods, or knitted items. Gifts were wrapped in simple paper tied with twine or ribbons, reflecting both charm and modesty. Embrace this idea by opting for handmade gifts such as knitted scarves, homemade jams, or personalized ornaments. If you prefer store-bought presents, choose items with timeless appeal and wrap them in recyclable craft paper with a sprig of greenery for that vintage touch. This approach not only reduces waste but also captures the heartfelt spirit of a Victorian Christmas. Cozy fireplaces and Victorian mantel decor. A crackling fireplace served as the heart of the Victorian home during the holiday season. Mantels were lavishly decorated with greenery, candles, and seasonal accents. Recreate this look by layering fir garlands across your mantel, weaving in berries, pinecones, and gold ribbon for added elegance. Place ornate candle holders or lanterns along the mantel for a warm glow, and hang stockings made from velvet or lace. Adding a mirror or framed artwork above the fireplace enhances the grandeur, reflecting the flickering candlelight and creating a cozy focal point. This timeless arrangement exudes comfort and holiday splendor. The Victorian Christmas was deeply rooted in togetherness, festivity, and hearty celebrations. The dining table wasn't just about food, it was a centerpiece of connection and joy. At a Victorian feast, traditional dishes were lovingly prepared, showcasing the bounty of the season. Roast goose or turkey served as the highlight, paired with roasted chestnuts, root vegetables, and rich gravies. For dessert, the famous plum pudding took center stage, adorned with a sprig of holly doused in brandy before being set aflame, a sight that added a touch of drama to the evening. To recreate this, prepare a traditional feast with time-honored recipes, and decorate your table with vintage-style dishware and fresh greenery. Pair the meal with mulled wine or spiced cider for an authentic touch. This homage to Victorian dining will elevate your Christmas gatherings, creating memories that last a lifetime. The splendor of Victorian Christmas stockings. Christmas stockings were another cherished tradition that grew in popularity during the Victorian era. Hung above fireplaces or on bedposts, stockings were filled with small, thoughtful gifts that brought delight to children and adults alike. Unlike modern trends of extravagant gifts, Victorian stockings were filled with oranges, nuts, sweets, and small handmade toys. To bring this tradition to life, choose stockings made of velvet, lace, or burlap for a vintage touch. Personalize them with embroidered initials or delicate trims for a touch of elegance. Fill them with simple, meaningful gifts like handwritten notes, handmade treats, and small trinkets. By embracing this humble yet charming tradition, you'll recapture the joy of giving that defined Victorian Christmas celebrations. Bringing the outdoors in, Victorian-inspired greenery. Victorians believed in the power of nature to enhance their homes during the festive season. Evergreens such as holly, ivy, mistletoe, and pine were essential elements in their holiday decor. These plants symbolized renewal, love, and resilience, qualities that brought hope during the cold winter months. Victorian homes were adorned with garlands, wreaths, and mistletoe balls, creating an atmosphere of organic beauty and warmth. To incorporate this style, use real or faux greenery to decorate your home, draping garlands across mantels, staircases, and entryways. Hang a mistletoe sprig as a nod to tradition, encouraging moments of joy and connection. For a finishing touch, weave in velvet ribbons and dried oranges, adding texture and charm that honors the timeless beauty of the Victorian holiday aesthetic. The enchantment of Victorian Christmas carols. Music played a vital role in Victorian Christmas celebrations, with carols being sung both at home and in churches. Classics such as O Holy Night, The First Noel, and Hark! The Herald Angels Sing emerged during this period, capturing the joy and reverence of the season. Families often gathered around the piano or fireplace to sing these beloved tunes, creating a sense of unity and warmth. To honor this tradition, curate a playlist of Victorian-inspired carols and soft instrumentals. Gather your loved ones for an evening of music and singing, perhaps by candlelight, to recreate the coziness and nostalgia of the era. Consider hosting a small caroling event in your neighborhood to spread the festive spirit. Music has the power to bring people together, and Victorian Christmas carols capture the heart of the holiday season like no other. Victorian Christmas games and festivities. Christmas during the Victorian era was about more than just decor and dining, it was a time of celebration, playfulness, and family bonding. Popular parlor games included charades, blind man's bluff, and snapdragon, a daring game where raisins soaked in brandy were set aflame and plucked from the fire. While the game may seem adventurous, the heart of the tradition was laughter and joy. To embrace this spirit, incorporate classic games into your celebrations, such as board games, card games, or Victorian-style riddles. Hosting a parlor-style gathering with games, music, and storytelling will transport your guests to a time of merriment and wonder. Add cozy seating, warm drinks, and flickering candlelight to complete the Victorian ambience. The allure of Victorian Christmas gifts under the tree. The Victorians elevated the act of gift-giving to an art form, focusing on thoughtfulness over extravagance. Gifts were often wrapped in brown paper, tied with ribbon or twine, and accented with natural elements like sprigs of holly, dried flowers, or cinnamon sticks. Small handwritten notes or poems accompanied the gifts, adding a personal and sentimental touch. To recreate this charm, wrap your presents in vintage-inspired paper or plain craft paper and embellish them with delicate lace, velvet bows, and wax seals. Handmade gifts, such as knitted items, baked goods, or handwritten letters, will evoke the simplicity and warmth of a Victorian Christmas. Placing these thoughtfully wrapped gifts under the tree creates a nostalgic and elegant display, celebrating the true spirit of giving. Victorian Christmas atmosphere, a symphony of scents. The Victorian home during Christmas was a sensory wonderland, filled with the rich scents of pine, spices, and baking. Aromatic touches like cloves, oranges, and cinnamon were used to decorate and fragrance homes naturally. Simmering pots of mulled wine or spiced cider filled the air with warmth, while freshly baked gingerbread cookies added to the cozy atmosphere. To infuse your home with this Victorian magic, create stovetop potpourri using oranges, cloves, and cinnamon sticks. Bake traditional treats such as gingerbread or fruitcake, and light candles with scents of fir, nutmeg, or vanilla. The combination of natural and festive scents will immerse your home in Victorian charm, creating a warm, nostalgic experience for your family and guests. Conclusion: reliving the grandeur of a Victorian Christmas. Victorian Christmas inspirations allow us to rediscover the beauty, elegance, and sentimentality of this cherished holiday. By incorporating handmade decorations, natural greenery, vintage table settings, and timeless traditions, we can create a warm and magical atmosphere that celebrates togetherness and joy. The grandeur of the Victorian era reminds us to slow down, cherish the simple things, and find beauty in the details. Thank you for joining us here on Oziel House to explore these timeless Christmas inspirations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more home design and decor ideas. From our home to yours, we wish you a joyous and magical holiday season.